This is Cars and Bids.
I'm Kennan.
I'm Filippo.
And today we have a challenge. The challenge is this. We're going to show pictures of two cars that have sold on Cars and Bids, and we have to decide which one sold for more United States dollars.
Wow.
Okay, this will be interesting. How many details do we get on each?
I think it's just a picture. It's a photograph side by side. So nothing. You just have to know.
Or it's a screen. Sounds like it's a screenshot.
And the other thing, and this is very important, the cars have sold recently, within the last year. And that's important because the market has done some crazy stuff since we launched Cars and Bids.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Get out of here.
But this is the recent market.
You'd be a great person to just stand outside of a car dealership. Instead of buying an inflatable, just hire Doug.
Get a Toyota BZ4X for 10 grand off. No matter how inflatable I am, you cannot sell a BZ4X. Okay, let's do it.
10 grand off or just 10 grand?
Would you do it for 10 grand? Oh boy. All right, let's play. Okay. Turbo S Coupe, and this is a really good one.
Interesting. So 30,000.
This is a really good one. Okay, so 14 Turbo S Coupe, obviously that's the top of the turbo range at that time.
And a .1.
But an earlier car, the Targa is a Targa, very desirable, and a GTS, and it's a later car, but obviously not a turbo.
And it is PDK, also not a man.
They're both tip.
So
they're both pretty low miles. Four-wheel drive, obviously. Filippo doesn't know these cars, so it's kind of our thing here to decide.
It's such a long name. The Targa 4 GTS. It's no longer than Turbo S Coupe, but
do you want me to explain it to you?
No, I understand it all. Thank you.
All right. This is hard. Okay, I'm going to say...
How close are these in price?
They're going to be tight, I bet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I would imagine they're very close in price.
I know which one I would rather have.
Which one?
Yeah, me too.
I don't know, actually. Probably the turbo.
I think I'd want the turbo too.
But a Targa is just so cool.
I think the Targa is my favorite.
Yeah, but I mean, this
body
is
style.
a nicer spec too, I personally think. But
Which one is?
the Turbo S.
pick.
Yeah, the silver is nice.
I'm going to say...
What are you writing?
All right. Flip them. I said turbo. You said
Turbo
turbo.
S.
You
I
said
said
Targa.
Targa.
What is the answer? Targa by $5 grand.
$4,500.
Wow.
To an early lead.
Both of these cars, I mean, geez.
I mean, yeah.
Also, they were both...
I had a feeling it was a trick question, but I knew it was going to be close.
Okay, you had a feeling that you chose the other one?
It wasn't a trick question. But they were both legit. I mean, I think that's a reasonable...
Then I thought maybe it was a trick to trick, and then that's why
I'm terrified of this. We can't give him an early lead. Of course, he's going to mess most of them up. All right, next.
100%.
All right, we got an Isuzu VehiCross, 99 Isuzu VehiCross, and a 93 Honda Beat. Mileage is not listed here, so we have to kind of wing it. The VehiCross...
means they're over 50,000 miles.
I have literally no doubt.
As the managing editor, that's what that means. We don't call it out unless it's less than 50,000 miles for the cars of this age.
I'm actually not 100% sure. I should note.
I'm not 100% sure either, but I have an idea.
Same.
And it's license plate based. All right, what do you got? All right, flip them.
That's a fair... Oh,
Really? VehiCross. You said Beat?
I said Beat.
Really? Oh my God, Filippo! Filippo's off to a huge lead.
You thought of the South Dakota license plate?
The VehiCross has an ancient Pennsylvania plate, so it looks like maybe a one-owner car. Yeah, that's a Pennsylvania plate.
Yeah, but if it were a one-owner
we would have
car,
called it out. But it's been with the same owner for years. I would have paid more for that.
Well,
what would you rather have?
VehiCross.
VehiCross in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I like the Beat too, but
Although
VehiCross.
I don't love the mods they did on it.
I
Whatever is
suspected
happening on that
because
hood.
it was chosen that maybe it was like a really mint one, like a nice one, but...
Nope.
That was OE.
What?
Yeah, the hood, they painted the hood flat so that when you were off-roading in the sun, it wouldn't reflect in your eyes. I swear, this is true. I swear. That was OE. This is unmodified. As far as I can see, there's a roof rack.
Wow.
All right.
It's mostly unmodified.
Mostly unmodified. All right, give me the next one. I'm terrified of Filippo's early success here. Ooh. Okay, so this is an R33 Skyline GTR, which just sold a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And an FD RX-7. I don't remember when this sold. It's got a California plate.
Some mods.
7 prices are all over the place.
They are all over the place.
This is a U.S. example because we would have called it out. Well,
this is a U.S. car. It's
left-hand
registered in
drive.
California. It's left-hand drive.
Right. I can't see past Kennan's head. Sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I could have moved. It's close.
It is close. These have been good.
I've been doing well with them too. Let's see if that continues.
I think it's kind of a toss-up though each time.
I've got
think
two right. You've got
expertise.
None. So,
All right, you wrote down flip them. He said GTR. The answer is GTR by a considerable amount.
RX-7 prices are so dependent on the mods and the maintenance. It's hard to know from the title.
Or if the car's totally stock.
Yeah, mods or lack thereof.
All right, that was good. So you got that one right.
Yep.
Man, Filippo.
So you got that one right too. So it's 3-2-1.
3-1-1.
3-1-1.
He hasn't gotten any until then.
No, same
Neither
as
of
you.
you, Doug. Neither of you.
We can't let him run away with
No,
this.
I understand. We'll catch up. Don't
All
worry.
right, give me the next one. Ooh, couple of BMWs. M2 with a stick, Long Beach Blue with low miles, and an Alpina B6 Grand Coupe.
I love ruby black metallic. I didn't know that till now, but I'm into that color.
This color.
Wow, they also just bought it.
Yeah, well, they just got yeah, true.
9Gs are pretty old by now. That's like 2 years. Year and a half. Yeah.
What? No way.
Year.
It's a year.
I moved to California 2 years
like
ago.
3 months
and
per letter.
We were at 9Cs.
Well, what?
August of 2020.
M9.
Late 9M now. You
I
cut all
can
this.
I can see the look.
Cut
So I'm
all
kidding.
this. Okay, all right. The point is this.
Well, I know which car I'd rather have.
What is this?
I don't know which one you would rather have.
Do you know which car you'd rather have? You'd
Yeah.
rather have them too.
Yeah.
You'd rather have, I would rather have the Alpina B6 Grand Coupe. I'm not joking.
It's
It's a
gorgeous car.
Steptronic.
It's a gorgeous car.
This one you're rolling your own. This one you're being.
It's on. I won't say that. All right.
Purple.
Oh, Lord, it's Steptronic. I don't know the answer to this. I know these go for more than you
I feel
think.
pretty confidently.
All right, what do you got? M2.
Call it
M2.
out.
I got it the 6.
You said the 6 is
Oh.
M2 by a lot.
I thought since it wasn't a comp that it'd be at 40.
The reason being this one being low mileage
but it's-
and a manual.
right.
This one we didn't call out the mileage.
Yeah.
And so like you got to
Good
assume
point.
it's over 50.
But it has this crazy color. This is a super low mileage car.
But
Come on,
this
give
car,
it to you.
I mean, nothing depreciates faster than an Alpina.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
that was probably,
And a 6 Grand Coupe in general.
you got to imagine that was probably a
So true.
$180,000 car when it was new, maybe more, probably closer to 240.
40.
The only thing that,
But it's 10 years old.
the only thing that depreciates faster is 8 Series vehicles.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But nobody bought them, so we'll never know. I remember last time I saw one of those. I saw a few in Europe.
Really?
Eight
In
series?
Munich, people drive those because they're BMWs there, and they.
If you saw one in Italy, call me.
Well,
yeah.
In great BMW 8 Series tradition, a sales failure.
Yep.
Both.
All
generations.
big BMW. Anyway, all right.
Anyway.
Next one. Oh, all right. Up at the top, we got an Arcimoto FUV, which is a single seat, probably, maybe 2 seat. I don't know. Electric vehicle that has 3 wheels, which is, in Filippo's opinion, the most number of wheels you need. Bottom, we have a one owner XJ Jeep Cherokee, a 98 4-liter classic, which is the best spec. I mean, those gray wheels,
And totally unmodified. One owner, unmodified. Man.
clean. I mean,
Yeah, nice.
I know which one I'd rather have.
Even I would rather have the Jeep.
Well, what do you mean? Even I? Like, do I think you're an electric 3-wheeled vehicle enthusiast?
Maybe.
He's over here like, I haven't said which one I'd rather have yet.
Oh, no, I'd rather have the Jeep. It has a place in my heart. When I moved to the U.S., my stepdad had a Jeep Cherokee.
I'm writing one of them. The Jeep is in Oklahoma.
Is it? I couldn't tell.
Yeah. All right. You
Wait,
ready?
No, I'm not ready. I'm so sorry. So sorry. It is the one you want, but I'm basing this on our intake decisions.
Wait, hang on. Yeah, okay. All right. Ready? Mm-hmm. Jeep, he says the Arcimoto. It is the Arcimoto. I kind of thought it was the Arcimoto, but I didn't
But you
care.
decided not to write it. Okay.
Yeah, I really didn't feel like I wanted to write it because I wanted the Jeep to win.
Back to double
Yeah.
the scores.
I thought with our audience, the Jeep would have won. Because
It's probably high miles.
You assume so. You just assume so.
we didn't call it out. The
Plus,
low mileage.
he's saying because they wouldn't have taken the Arcimoto unless it was with at least 10, but they'll take an XJ. All right.
That's exactly what I thought process was. And we posted a couple of our Arcimotos.
All right. Next one. Ooh, Chevy SS with some Australia mods, or a Filippo Special, a 2007 Corvette Z06. Looks like it's in Louisiana with 23,000 miles. This is an interesting one.
I know which one I'd rather have.
You'd rather have the Corvette?
Nope.
Really?
Surprisingly.
After all this,
Yeah.
this is a car you ought to consider getting. You could really brag on Kennan. Be like, yeah,
Yeah, I've got the better version.
I got
of
the
your
better
car,
version.
Kennan.
Yeah.
Until you
don't
get
touch
in
the
it,
interior.
yeah, exactly.
This auto parallel parks.
Really?
Yes, that was. Presumably the sticks don't have it, but the autos did.
I
So
approved.
There's one which is a stick.
Actually, you know,
Well,
You pointed to the car.
I have proved that I don't need assistance parking. He's proved that he does.
right, it's exactly.
You should try a little challenge, Kennan, because my Mercedes wagon has auto parking.
Oh, so see if the
I've
machine,
never tried
or
it.
myself.
I've literally never tried it. But I'm kind of
You
curious
should.
now.
I'm
It has
surprised you
auto
haven't.
parking.
Yeah. I have
Those
a
features are
well-spec
terrible.
wagon. Okay.
You do, yeah.
Do you, Doug? Do you even have massaging seats? Do you?
I do have that parking thing where
Yes.
it finds a spot, and
Yeah, if you press the right thing.
but I don't know how it works, and I would never do it.
I looked this up because I was curious. If a little P shows up,
It's looking for a spot to
look
the
at the
right.
spot. You have to click enter and then put it in reverse, and then it'll park for you. Theoretically, never tried.
Yeah,
I will
you know,
try.
I got in one of those cars.
I'm gonna try today.
You know why I don't use that feature? Some of those cars don't operate the pedals, and some of them do. And I got in one of those cars, and I'm driving the press cars, so each one is different. I got in one of those cars that didn't operate the pedals, and it did the steering, but you had to like brake.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I assume that's the case in ours.
well, I would like it if it just did it. Otherwise, I don't need it.
We just want to get out of the car and let it do it.
Yeah. Well, otherwise, what's the point? Okay. The answer here, of course, is the Chevy SS, SS. We also SS.
By a grand.
By a grand.
Wow,
Wow.
36 grand feels like a deal.
Yeah, I was
that.
pegging it around 40. That's kind
To
of.
be fair, we don't know the miles or the mod.
That's true, but we know. But nonetheless, right color, the right transmission,
And the stick.
I mean, yeah, and some.
And it's in Washington, and I feel like thinking people buy these cars, and there are a lot of thinking people in Washington.
just in general.
I both don't disagree with you and don't want to explore that further.
All right, so what do you have,
I have
5?
5.
What's wrong with you? You got to beat him. I specifically didn't say the Arcimoto because I didn't want it to be true. All right,
Well, I didn't want it to be true as well.
next one us. Ooh.
Well, here's 2 cars I don't care
Top,
about.
we have a McLaren MP412C with a black center thing. And at the bottom, we have an Audi R8 V10 Spider with a green wrap. This is an interesting one.
Which
I like
would-
that the McLaren has a paper plate. The person was like, I got to get out of this car.
I think it's a dealer.
He didn't even title it.
No, it was
that a
it was an
customer?
older guy who bought it and then legitimately sold it a couple months later.
I remember.
Because he couldn't get in and out. Yeah, that's exactly what
He couldn't figure out how to open the door. He was like, I gotta.
Yeah, after the third time of sliding, it's like, it's not working. Yep, that's exactly.
Sean is our producer trying to convince me that we need to rent an MP4-12C for me to drive. And I'm into it. I support it.
They're fast. Once again, I'm going to put the car that I want it to be, without regard to what I think it actually is.
I'm not happy writing this answer, but I think it's right.
Hold on.
I should also note, I have no idea what MP4-12Cs are worth.
I remember what that one is worth.
I remember what that one sold for,
I
more or
don't
less.
remember this.
I have no recollection of the Audi. Although I do like that, in addition to wrapping it green, it appears they wrapped the reflector purple,
As you should.
as you should. I think
I don't know. The reflection off the wheel is kind of purple. That might just be a lighting thing there.
it's hard to tell. It looks like a Nebraska. All right. What do we got here? Flip them. R8. The answer is the McLaren by a
60.
wide margin.
60. Oh, was that a salvage title, all right? It may have been. For 65 for a V10.
Must have
He
been.
goes, maybe. What an idiot.
But still, 81. What a
In my
buy.
head,
though.
okay, I remember that being around 80, and in my head, clean title,
V10 R8.
non-accidented R8s have a floor at like
100.
or like high 80s.
Yeah.
This one is an exception.
Apparently. All right. Do we have another one? Is that it? Did Filippo win? Oh.
Oh man.
Couple of pickups. These are good pickups. This is an 07 Tundra Limited with, it looks like the
Low
iForce,
miles.
the 5.7. Really low miles. However, we
sorry.
didn't mention that it's four-wheel drive. It's probably a 2.
Sorry. What other engine would it have had?
Thank you for asking. The Tundra, especially in 2007, was offered with 3 different powertrains.
Did it have the 4.7, the
Base
5.7?
Tundras used a V6 back then.
But not the limited.
And then there was
Certainly.
there was a smaller V8, which was a 4.6 V8. And
4.6?
from the GX 460.
Not 470?
No, it was the one for the GX 460 motor was also in the Tundra, and that motor was in all Tundras until the end of the this Tundra's
Surely
production.
by limited trim, you were at the 5.7.
I don't. I think you get a limit with the 4.6, and then Toyota was able to claim that all Tundras had a V8. Well, they had 2 grades of V8. It was how they screwed you. No, I'm kidding. They did fine. And then we have a Super Duty of some variety, one owner with the giant 7.3 turbo diesel and 4-wheel drive. But it's a 99, and the Tundra is a low mileage 07.
And it has both have some mods, but
Both are mods.
That Ford has some extensive mods.
Yeah. The Tundra looks like it's in Palm Springs or Arizona, which...
Is the 7.3 desirable?
It's big. What engine you got?
I think it's one of the desirable Duramaxes. Right?
It's tough.
You have no idea, do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I have truly no clue, and doesn't really matter.
All right, because you're going to win?
Yep.
All right, flip them.
Tundra.
I said Tundra.
Boom.
Picked up another on the Filippo.
I might not win.
All right. We are on the very last one. That's the next one. It's 5 to 4 to 4.
So you guys could tie me.
We could tie. We could all win.
Or I could win.
Yes.
Okay, next one.
Just so you guys know, I consider a three-way tie a loss all around.
But a two-way tie is okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, this is a Volkswagen Golf R, 23 Golf R, new body, 800 miles, 6-speed manual, versus a 24 GR Corolla Premium.
How annoying the dates cut off.
I know. The date matters
a lot.
an insane amount here.
Well, we all have the same information, sweetheart.
Within the last calendar. Oh, man. Well, luckily, I happen to recall pretty much the first third of them we sold were white, so this is a little bit later.
And this is a premium, too. A lot of the early ones we sold were the cores.
Right,
Or
the cores,
the
Circuit.
or the other
A
one.
Morizo edition.
There you go.
2-seater.
Yeah.
You know about that?
Yeah.
They sold one with 4 doors, but 2 seats. The back doors, you open, nothing was there.
To be fair, didn't the HHR panel van have rear
Yeah,
door
but you
handles?
know what the difference is? It didn't have rear door handles. So
Oh,
you
just
you were supposed to not remember that the doors only open from the inside and the key fob. I swear to you.
Well, it's like that Panamera thing that they're doing, right? That's like...
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Also the same idea?
Same idea. They stole it from Toyota.
The chicken tax took that from us.
Yes, it did. But it created jobs, you know?
Yeah, actually, a ton. That's a good point. Okay, all right. What is the answer here? I don't know. What are you going to write? I'll write the other one, and then we'll see what happens.
All right, here's what's going through my head. Here's a full disclosure. All right, I know what GR Corollas are worth. We all know what GR Corollas are worth. It's MSRP, and we all know where that is.
Okay.
Just about.
He's on the GR Corolla configurator all the time.
The Golf R is probably, even when these came out, which was early 2023 when the market was still hot, we're like the only car to not sell above.
Yeah, they weren't overstickered. There was a lot of controversy.
There was like a real depreciation immediately.
Yeah, there was a lot of controversy about that car because of some of the tech decisions they made.
Right. So, like, by the way, I kind of want a GTI of that generation now, but it doesn't matter. Or a Golf R.
I want a GR Corolla. I still do.
Haven't I been telling you this forever? And you're like, no, it's too similar to the Fiat.
It is.
Now here you are.
No, he talked me out of a Mark 7, but I kind of want a Mark 8.
I'll take you to a Mark 4. You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we got to put an answer. You got to just
No, but
trust your gut.
tell me what you put.
No.
I'll put the other one.
No.
I have logic here, and if I got this right,
All
I'll
right.
explain.
I wrote down my answer. I'm not changing it. It doesn't matter what he writes. What's your logic?
I believe that I think the Corolla is probably more expensive because it's a 2024, not a 23, meaning it was made
They
after...
were all 24. No, there were some 23.
Yes, meaning it was made after probably September.
But
meaning it's
MSRP
new.
I
like
also
10
think
grand
they
off.
didn't launch with the premium trim. I think they only
did,
launched
you're
with
right.
core and circuit, so it must be very recent.
But I think premium trim is like 42, and I think these are at MSRP, and the Golf R MSRP is higher.
So you said Golf R?
Yeah.
I said Golf R too, but I'll change it right now.
No, because he
I
can
said
tie.
GR Corolla.
All right, what do we got? What is it? Golf R! Doug
man.
wins!
No. What actually happens here?
We tie?
No.
Oh, Filippo wins.
Wait a minute. I thought you just told me you said GR Corolla.
No.
Oh, I remember now what you said.
I remember now that
You won. I thought you said GR Corolla. My bad.
Well done, Filippo.
Racking up the victories.
Yeah. Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
However, if I had said Arcimoto, I actually still would have lost.
Right, so if you had given the right answer to one where you didn't put the right answer...
No, I still would have lost.
You could have tied.
No, even then.
No, you had 5 points. You got
Oh, I could have tied. Oh, so I won. Yes! Another victory for Doug.
For the viewers at home who are confused by Doug's behavior, so are all of us, but we're used to it.
You know
I'm
what?
skeptical.
This challenge
You're skeptical of what, Kennan?
I think he's throwing some of these because he feels bad.
You know, this challenge reminds me of the. You know which other one I lost was the car engines one, the sound. And by the time we were halfway through that one, I didn't care so much that I was just writing down random cars. And this was kind of random too.
You cared.
This was also sort of similar to the one where he was like, name the most expensive station wagon from 1992 with 4-wheel drive. That's ridiculous.
Yep. But I actually was really into this game, not just because I won, but because this is our life.
I am upset about losing the first one. I'm not as upset about winning this one because some of these were real toss-ups.
I didn't find it that way, but I thought they were all clear except for the one that I got wrong.
I enjoyed this one a lot. Although, to be clear, I would do the engines one again, but only with audio from the outside, not from the inside.
Kennan, I will bet you $10,000 that with audio from the outside, you will do no better.
I don't know.
Let's do it next week. Let's do it again.
We can do it next week. I'll be in the Caribbean, but we'll
do it while I'm gone. I don't want to
participate in that ever again either. Okay, that's the end, and thank you so much for watching another big Filippo victory. He is going to go home and stick his giant tongue into the air to try to eat leaves off of a high tree branch. Bye, everybody.